Imagine standing in front of the Creator 5 times a day, having a direct conversation with Him. That's the power of salah, or prayer, in a Muslim's life. But have you ever wondered, why is it so important? Why is it the second pillar of Islam, and why do Muslims around the world prioritize it no matter what? In today's video, we're diving deep into the role of salah in a Muslim's life. Salah isn't just a ritual or a routine. It's a spiritual anchor that shapes a Muslim's day, mind, and soul. From offering comfort in times of hardship to boosting mental clarity, salah plays a key role in guiding us toward a balanced life. If you've ever wondered why salah is so significant, how it impacts not just your relationship with Allah, but also your daily habits, this video is for you. Whether you're looking to strengthen your connection with Allah, improve your mental focus, or simply understand the true essence of prayer, stay with us as we explore how salah influences every aspect of a Muslim's life. Let's unlock the hidden power of salah and understand why it's so much more than just a daily obligation. Keep watching, and you might just find a new perspective on prayer that could transform your life. The importance of salah or prayer, holds a central position in the life of every Muslim. It is not just a physical act of worship, but a spiritual connection between the individual and Allah. As one of the 5 pillars of Islam, salah is the second most important duty that every Muslim must fulfill after the declaration of faith, Shahada. Let's explore why salah is so important, both in the Islamic faith and in the daily life of a Muslim. 1. A direct link to Allah. The most profound aspect of salah is that it offers Muslims a direct connection with their Creator, Allah. Unlike other acts of worship, where a person may rely on an intermediary, salah allows the believer to communicate with Allah directly. In every prayer, Muslims recite verses from the Quran and offer supplications, asking for guidance, forgiveness, and blessings. This bond with Allah is strengthened each time a Muslim prays, reminding them of the Creator's constant presence and mercy in their lives. The Quran emphasizes this special connection. Indeed, I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me. Quran 2:186. This verse highlights how Allah is always near and ready to listen, making salah a powerful, intimate moment in the life of every believer. 2. A reflection of faith and submission. Salah is not just a set of physical movements, it's an act of deep submission to Allah's will. By praying, Muslims demonstrate their complete obedience and reliance on Allah. The physical actions in salah, such as standing, bowing, and prostrating, reflect humility and reverence for the Creator. When a person bows in prayer, they are symbolically lowering themselves before Allah, acknowledging His greatness and their own dependence on Him. This act of submission is not limited to just the 5 daily prayers. It's an ongoing demonstration of faith and dedication. Salah becomes a way of reaffirming one's commitment to the faith, reinforcing the belief that everything in life comes from Allah and that every moment is an opportunity to seek His guidance. 3. A means of spiritual cleansing. Salah is not only a way to worship, but also a method of purifying the soul. It helps cleanse the believer of their sins and brings them closer to Allah's mercy. Each prayer offers the opportunity for forgiveness and renewal. Muslims are reminded by the Prophet Muhammad, that salah acts as a spiritual cleanser. When a servant performs wudu, ablution, and prays, it is like a river flowing at the door of his house, and every time he prays, his sins are washed away with each step. Sahih Muslim, this cleansing effect is not just about physical cleanliness, but a spiritual purification, making salah a vital part of maintaining a pure heart and mind. It offers a moment to seek forgiveness, making it easier for Muslims to cleanse themselves of the mistakes they've made throughout the day. 4. A reminder of Allah's presence. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to forget about the bigger picture. But salah is a constant reminder that Allah is always present and watching over us. The 5 daily prayers structure the day, ensuring that no matter what happens, there are always moments to pause, reflect, and reconnect with Allah. These brief pauses throughout the day serve as reminders of the Creator's presence, even in the midst of daily struggles and distractions. Every prayer becomes a reset, a moment to recalibrate and remember that life is more than just work, social obligations, and personal pursuits. The true purpose of life is to worship Allah and seek His pleasure. Salah reminds Muslims to stay grounded and focused on this purpose, no matter how hectic life may get. 5. A source of peace and mental clarity, Salah provides inner peace and mental clarity. For many, life can be overwhelming, filled with stress, anxiety, and worries. Salah offers a break from these concerns, providing a mental reset. The act of praying, focusing on Allah, reciting the Quran, and making supplications gives the believer time to clear their mind and seek comfort in the Creator. There is also a psychological benefit to Salah. Studies have shown that regular prayer can reduce stress and promote a sense of calm. The act of standing in front of Allah and submitting to Him allows the mind and heart to find tranquility, even amidst the chaos of life. It's a way of letting go of control and trusting that Allah will provide the best outcome, no matter the circumstances. 6. A guide for ethical and moral conduct. The act of praying 5 times a day shapes a Muslim's behavior and attitude. Salah is a constant reminder of the values of Islam, such as humility, gratitude, patience, and discipline. When Muslims stand before Allah in prayer, they are reminded of their purpose in life, to serve Allah and adhere to His guidance. The Quran teaches that Salah helps the believer remain conscious of their responsibilities toward others and their relationship with Allah. The discipline of regularly praying throughout the day encourages Muslims to reflect on their actions and behavior. In addition, the Salah includes moments of personal supplication, where the believer asks Allah for guidance in making ethical choices and upholding high moral standards. Salah as a pillar of Islam, Salah or prayer holds a unique and revered place in Islam. It is not just an important practice, it is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, the foundation upon which the entire Islamic faith stands. As the second pillar, Salah is a core duty that defines a Muslim's relationship with Allah and plays a crucial role in their daily life and spiritual growth. 1. The 5 pillars of Islam. A quick overview. Before delving deeper into the role of Salah as a pillar, it's important to understand the significance of the 5 pillars of Islam. These 5 acts form the core framework of a Muslim's faith and practice. They are Shahada, the declaration of faith, bearing witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad, peace is his messenger. Salah, the 5 daily prayers performed at specific times throughout the day. Zakat, the obligatory charity given to those in need, purifying wealth. Sawm, fasting during the month of Ramadan, refraining from food, drink, and other physical needs. Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, which every Muslim must undertake at least once in their lifetime, if financially and physically able. Salah is second only to the Shahada in importance, highlighting its critical role in the practice of Islam. Let's look at why it's so vital. 2. A commandment from Allah. Salah's status as a pillar comes directly from Allah. It is not optional or subject to individual preferences. In the Quran, Allah commands Muslims to establish prayer, making it an essential act of worship and a vital component of one's submission to Him. In Surah Al-Baqarah 2:110, Allah says, "And establish prayer and give zakat, and whatever good you put forward for yourselves, you will find it with Allah. Indeed, Allah is seeing of what you do." This verse underlines the importance of Salah as a direct command from Allah, urging Muslims to perform it regularly and sincerely. It is an act that brings a believer closer to Allah and acts as a continuous reminder of His greatness and mercy. 3. Salah, a way to maintain and strengthen faith. Salah is the second pillar because it serves as the daily foundation for a Muslim's relationship with Allah. While Shahada is the declaration of faith, Salah is the practice that sustains it. Through prayer, Muslims reaffirm their belief in the oneness of Allah and the prophethood of Muhammad, peace be upon him. Each prayer serves as an opportunity for Muslims to renew their faith, express gratitude, seek forgiveness, and reflect on their purpose in life. By establishing regular prayer, a Muslim keeps their faith alive, active, and in constant remembrance. The practice of Salah reinforces the foundation of Islam in their life, keeping them connected to Allah throughout the day. 4. A distinct feature of Islam, what makes Salah unique among the 5 pillars, is that it is the only act of worship that is performed at specific times throughout the day. This regularity, with 5 prayers spread out across the day, gives Muslims the opportunity to reconnect with Allah multiple times a day. No matter how busy a person's life may be, Salah provides moments of pause, reflection, and realignment with the Creator. The times for the prayers are structured to remind Muslims of the significance of each part of the day. Fajr, dawn, the first prayer of the day, setting the tone for the day ahead. Dhuhr, midday, a break during the day, a moment to reflect and reconnect. Asr, afternoon, a reminder before the evening, offering mental clarity and focus. Maghrib, sunset, the prayer after sunset, a moment of gratitude and peacefulness. Isha, night, the final prayer, bringing peace and closing the day with remembrance of Allah. These prayers break the day into 5 meaningful sections, ensuring that a Muslim stays connected to their faith and Allah throughout the day and night. The importance of Salah lies in the structure it gives to a Muslim's life, ensuring they stay grounded and spiritually focused. 5. Salah, a universal act of worship. Salah also serves as a unifying practice for Muslims around the world. Regardless of where a person is, whether in Mecca, New York, or Jakarta, Muslims face the same direction, the Kaaba in Mecca, and perform the same acts of worship in a unified manner. This shared experience of Salah connects Muslims from different parts of the world, creating a sense of global unity and community. In the early days of Islam, during the Prophet Muhammad's peace be upon him time, Salah was the first act that was established as a command from Allah. It was introduced as a direct means of communication between the believer and Allah, and it remains the cornerstone of Islamic worship to this day. It symbolizes the unity of the Muslim Ummah community, transcending nationalities, languages, and cultures. 6. Salah as a means of spiritual and moral development. Salah is not just an outward act of worship. It has profound effects on a Muslim's inner spiritual and moral development. By praying 5 times a day, a Muslim develops discipline, focus, and consistency in their life. Each prayer requires the believer to mentally and physically prepare, ensuring they approach their worship with seriousness and sincerity. Moreover, Salah plays a key role in shaping a Muslim's moral character. It encourages the development of virtues such as patience, humility, gratitude, and self-control. The daily acts of submission, such as bowing and prostrating, serve as constant reminders of the importance of humility before Allah. The connection between Salah and taqwa, God consciousness, is also important. By performing Salah regularly, a Muslim cultivates a sense of awareness of Allah in all aspects of life, leading to greater ethical behavior and a higher standard of personal conduct. Spiritual and psychological benefits of Salah or prayer, is much more than just a ritual act of worship in Islam. It has profound spiritual and psychological benefits that impact every Muslim who performs it with sincerity and devotion. While salah is an essential act of obedience to Allah, its benefits extend beyond just fulfilling a religious obligation. It offers numerous rewards that nurture the soul and bring peace to the mind, shaping a Muslim's overall well-being in both spiritual and psychological ways. 1. Spiritual cleansing and forgiveness. One of the primary spiritual benefits of salah is its role as a purifier of the soul. It is a means through which Muslims cleanse themselves of their sins and seek Allah's forgiveness. Each prayer provides an opportunity for spiritual renewal, allowing the believer to start afresh, asking Allah for mercy and guidance. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described salah as a purifier. If a person performs wudu, ablution, and prays, it is like a river flowing at the door of his house. Every time he prays, his sins are washed away with each step. Sahih Muslim. Through salah, the believer is reminded of their need for Allah's mercy, reinforcing the importance of repentance and spiritual growth. By constantly seeking forgiveness through prayer, a Muslim can maintain a pure heart, free from the weight of accumulated sins. 2. Closer connection to Allah. Salah provides a unique opportunity to establish a deep, personal connection with Allah. In each prayer, a Muslim is directly communicating with their Creator, asking for guidance, protection, and support. This closeness fosters a sense of peace and tranquility in the believer's heart, as they realize that Allah is always there, listening and responding to their needs. The Quran states, "And when my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me." Quran 2:186. By engaging in salah regularly, a Muslim nurtures a strong relationship with Allah, reminding themselves that they are never alone in their struggles. This ongoing connection offers comfort in times of hardship and strengthens one's trust in Allah's plan. 3. Increased taqwa, God consciousness. Performing salah 5 times a day constantly reminds Muslims of Allah's presence in their lives. This awareness, known as taqwa, is a heightened state of God consciousness that influences how a person behaves, interacts with others, and makes decisions. Salah serves as a reminder of the higher purpose of life, worshipping Allah and seeking His pleasure. Through salah, a Muslim becomes more aware of their actions and strives to live in accordance with Islamic teachings. This increased mindfulness results in better moral behavior, a stronger sense of accountability, and a commitment to doing good in the world. Allah says in the Quran, "Indeed, prayer prohibits immorality and wrongdoing, and the remembrance of Allah is greater." Quran 29:45. The spiritual benefit of salah is its role in fostering self-discipline and reinforcing positive behavior. As Muslims pray, they become more attuned to Allah's will, increasing their ability to avoid negative behavior and live a righteous life. 4. Inner peace and tranquility. One of the most significant psychological benefits of salah is the inner peace and tranquility it brings. In today's fast-paced world, many people experience stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil. Salah offers a moment to pause, reflect, and reset the mind and heart. It provides a mental break from the chaos of life, allowing the believer to focus entirely on Allah and find peace in His presence. Research has shown that prayer and meditation can reduce stress and promote relaxation. The rhythmic nature of salah, standing, bowing, and prostrating, helps release built-up tension, leading to a sense of calm and mental clarity. The act of kneeling in prostration, or sujud, is particularly calming. It represents a moment of complete submission and surrender to Allah, symbolizing a release of all worries and concerns. This act of surrender allows Muslims to experience a profound sense of peace, knowing that they are trusting in Allah's plan. 5. Improved focus and discipline. Salah requires discipline and consistency. Muslims are obligated to pray 5 times a day at fixed times. This structure adds a sense of order to their daily routine, encouraging them to prioritize their spiritual well-being alongside their worldly responsibilities. This discipline spills over into other areas of life. By committing to a regular prayer schedule, Muslims develop better time management skills, greater attention to detail, and a sense of responsibility. Salah teaches individuals to be punctual, organized, and consistent in fulfilling their obligations. The act of focusing on prayer helps improve mental discipline as well. As Muslims recite Quranic verses and supplications, they learn to concentrate their thoughts and quiet the distractions of daily life. This heightened sense of focus can be carried into other tasks, improving productivity and reducing mental clutter. 6. Psychological resilience. In times of difficulty, Salah offers psychological resilience, particularly during times of difficulty, hardship, or loss. The act of turning to Allah in prayer during these moments provides a sense of comfort and support. Muslims believe that Allah is always with them, and Salah is a way to seek His help and guidance in times of distress. The structured prayers also offer a regular outlet for expressing grief, frustration, or uncertainty. Through prayer, a Muslim can release their worries, trusting that Allah understands their struggles and will provide a way forward. Salah helps believers maintain hope and patience, even in the face of life's challenges. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be said, "The strong person is not the one who can overpower others, but the one who can control themselves when they are angry." Sahih Bukhari. Salah helps develop this self-control by encouraging the believer to respond to life's challenges with patience, faith, and resilience. It offers a healthy coping mechanism, allowing Muslims to navigate difficulties with a calm and composed heart. 7. Social benefits and unity. While Salah is a deeply personal act of worship, it also has social benefits. Praying in congregation, especially for the Friday Jummah prayer, strengthens the sense of community among Muslims. It fosters unity, as Muslims from diverse backgrounds and walks of life gather together to pray, symbolizing equality and brotherhood. The act of performing Salah together also promotes a sense of collective responsibility and mutual support. As Muslims pray side by side, they are reminded that they are part of a larger community that shares the same faith and values. The impact of Salah on daily life. Salah, the act of prayer, is a central part of a Muslim's daily routine. Far more than just a ritual act, Salah influences various aspects of a Muslim's life, shaping their behavior, mindset, and interactions with others. Its impact goes beyond spiritual growth and extends into the practical, psychological, and social dimensions of daily life. Let's explore how Salah influences and enriches a Muslim's everyday existence. 1. Structured time and productivity. One of the most significant impacts of Salah on daily life is the structure it brings to a Muslim's day. With 5 prayers scheduled throughout the day at specific times, before dawn, midday, mid-afternoon, sunset, and night, Salah creates a natural rhythm in a person's daily routine. This structure encourages Muslims to be punctual, organized, and efficient. It prevents procrastination by breaking the day into focused, manageable intervals. The knowledge that there will be a moment to pause and pray also encourages Muslims to make better use of their time, prioritizing important tasks around prayer times. A person working in an office can structure their workday around the prayer times, ensuring they take breaks for prayer, leading to improved time management and better productivity. This also reduces the chances of burnout, as regular breaks help maintain mental and physical energy levels. 2. Enhanced mindfulness and focus. Salah fosters mindfulness. When performing Salah, Muslims focus entirely on their prayer, reciting specific verses and supplications, often in a meditative state. This constant practice of focusing one's attention on Allah develops a heightened sense of awareness that can carry over into other areas of life. The practice of engaging in a deep, focused connection with Allah for a few minutes throughout the day trains the mind to maintain focus on the task at hand, whether it be work, study, or personal goals. The prayer itself becomes a mental reset, helping individuals return to their tasks with a refreshed mind and better concentration. Before a big meeting or exam, a Muslim may perform a quick prayer to calm their nerves and increase focus, creating a clear mind that is more able to tackle challenges effectively. 3. Improved mental and emotional health. The psychological impact of Salah cannot be overstated. For many Muslims, Salah acts as a form of mental release. It provides a moment of peace and calm amidst the chaos of daily life. In today's fast-paced world, many individuals experience stress, anxiety, and overwhelming pressure. Salah provides a healthy outlet for dealing with such emotions. Prostration, or sujud, is known to be especially calming. It involves physically lowering oneself to the ground, symbolizing humility and surrender. This position is not only an act of devotion, but also has a physical effect on the body, reducing tension and promoting relaxation. The rhythmic movement of Salah and the breathing techniques used help to release stress and clear the mind. A Muslim feeling overwhelmed by work or personal issues might perform Salah, and during the prayer, feel a sense of relief as they reconnect with their spiritual core, leaving the worries behind for a moment. 4. Increased self-discipline and responsibility. The obligation to pray 5 times a day builds self-discipline and accountability. To perform Salah regularly, a Muslim must plan their day around these prayer times. This often requires setting an alarm to wake up for Fajr, leaving work or school for Dhuhr, Asr, and Maghrib prayers, and making time for Isha at night. This commitment to regular prayer teaches Muslims the value of discipline. It encourages them to remain dedicated to fulfilling their religious responsibilities despite the busyness of life. Over time, this discipline carries over to other areas of life, leading to greater responsibility in personal, professional, and social spheres. Example: a student who prioritizes prayer before study sessions learns to stay disciplined in both their spiritual and academic pursuits, leading to consistent growth and success in both. 5. Promoting social connections and community. Salah also plays an important role in fostering social connections, particularly through congregational prayers. Praying together in the mosque for the Friday Jummah prayer or at other times strengthens the sense of community among Muslims. This sense of unity, equality, and shared purpose enhances social bonds, promoting cooperation and mutual support. Furthermore, Salah encourages Muslims to be aware of the welfare of others. In the act of prayer, Muslims ask Allah for guidance, mercy, and support for themselves and their fellow believers. This attitude of care and concern extends beyond the prayer mat, encouraging Muslims to act kindly and responsibly toward those around them. A Muslim who prays in congregation at the mosque develops relationships with fellow worshippers, creating a strong sense of belonging. This communal act also encourages charity, as many congregations provide opportunities to donate and help those in need. 6. Increased patience and calmness in difficult times. Life is filled with challenges, whether personal, professional, or emotional. Salah offers a powerful way to develop patience and composure in the face of hardship. By regularly turning to Allah in prayer, a Muslim cultivates a sense of trust in Allah's wisdom and plan. This regular act of submission and reliance on Allah teaches patience and the ability to handle difficult situations with a calm and peaceful heart. Rather than reacting impulsively to adversity, a Muslim who is accustomed to Salah is more likely to respond with patience, seeking comfort and guidance from Allah. A person facing a challenging situation, such as a financial crisis or family issues, may find solace in performing salah, which reminds them of the importance of patience and trust in Allah's timing. 7. Gratitude and contentment. Salah serves as a daily reminder of Allah's countless blessings. During each prayer, Muslims express gratitude for the favors they have received, asking Allah to continue guiding them and protecting them. This practice of gratitude promotes contentment and helps individuals focus on the positive aspects of their lives. By regularly performing salah, Muslims develop a sense of appreciation for both the big and small blessings they have, which helps foster an attitude of gratitude. This outlook positively impacts their overall mental state, promoting happiness and satisfaction with life. A person who faces challenges at work might use salah to reflect on their blessings, finding contentment in the fact that they have a job, good health, and a loving family. This shift in perspective allows them to approach life's challenges with a positive attitude. The role of salah in times of difficulty in life. Everyone faces challenging moments, whether it's personal struggles, financial hardship, health issues, or emotional pain. During these times, salah prayer plays a vital role in helping Muslims navigate through the trials and tribulations of life. It serves not just as a spiritual act of worship, but also as a source of comfort, guidance, and strength in times of difficulty. 1. A source of inner peace and comfort. One of the most significant roles of salah during difficult times is its ability to bring peace to the heart and calm the mind. When facing adversity, it's easy to become overwhelmed with emotions like anxiety, fear, and frustration. Salah provides a moment to pause and disconnect from the chaos of the world. It offers a serene space to reflect, pray, and pour out your worries to Allah. In these moments, the act of bowing and prostrating, the repetition of supplications, and the act of seeking Allah's mercy can bring tranquility. This ritual act of seeking Allah's help has a profound psychological effect, helping individuals to release their burdens and find solace. It is a time to remember that, no matter how hard life gets, there is a higher power always available to turn to. A person dealing with emotional stress or uncertainty may find comfort in offering salah, allowing them to center their thoughts, express their distress to Allah, and receive a sense of inner calm. 2. Developing patience. Sabr. During trials, patience, or sabr, is one of the core values that salah teaches. In times of hardship, it's easy to lose patience and become frustrated, but salah helps cultivate this essential trait. By consistently turning to Allah in prayer, Muslims learn to endure trials with a calm and composed heart, knowing that all difficulties are temporary and that Allah's mercy will come in due time. Salah serves as a reminder that hardship is part of life and that Allah is always with the believer, providing strength and support. Through regular prayer, a Muslim develops the patience needed to persevere, understanding that the reward for their patience lies with Allah. A person who is struggling with a difficult illness may turn to salah as a way of staying patient and grounded. Their connection with Allah during prayer becomes a source of emotional resilience, helping them face their struggles with grace and perseverance. 3. Seeking guidance and direction. During times of difficulty, it is common to feel lost or unsure about the right course of action. Salah provides an opportunity to seek Allah's guidance and wisdom. The act of praying and reciting specific supplications, such as the opening verse of Surah Al-Fatiha, "Guide us to the straight path," reminds Muslims to seek Allah's direction, particularly when faced with uncertainty. The consistent act of seeking guidance during prayer strengthens a person's faith and trust in Allah. In difficult times, Muslims turn to prayer as a way of seeking the clarity they need to make important decisions and find the strength to move forward. A person facing a tough decision, such as a career change or a personal issue, may use their prayer time to ask Allah for guidance, seeking clarity and peace of mind before taking action. 4. Strengthening faith, Iman, in difficult times. Salah plays an important role in keeping one's faith, Iman, strong, especially when life feels challenging. Prayer helps individuals remember that their struggles are not in vain and that Allah is always present, listening, and offering support. When facing hardship, it can be easy to lose hope, but regular prayer serves as a reminder that Allah's plan is always for the best, even if it's not immediately clear. During tough times, the believer's connection with Allah is solidified through salah, reinforcing their faith and trust in His wisdom. It helps them recognize that Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear, and that every hardship is an opportunity for spiritual growth. A Muslim facing financial challenges might find their faith strengthened through salah, remembering that Allah is the provider, Ar-Razak, and that their trust in Him will eventually lead to a solution. 5. Offering gratitude despite hardships. Even in the most difficult of times, salah provides an opportunity to express gratitude to Allah. Often, when people are faced with struggles, they become focused solely on what they don't have or the difficulties they are facing. Salah, however, reminds Muslims to be thankful for the countless blessings they still have, whether it's their health, family, or the support they receive from others. Through the act of prayer, a person acknowledges Allah's mercy and blessings, which cultivates a sense of gratitude despite the challenges. This mindset shift helps to reframe the struggle as part of a bigger picture of life and the divine plan, reminding Muslims that there is always something to be grateful for. A person struggling with health issues might use salah to express gratitude for the blessings they still have, such as the support of family and friends, or the ability to continue praying despite their challenges. 6. Encouraging self-reflection and humility. Salah, particularly the act of prostration, sujood, fosters humility. During difficult times, it's important to remain humble and acknowledge that, as human beings, we are not in control of everything. Through prayer, Muslims are reminded that ultimate control lies with Allah alone. This humbling act teaches individuals to surrender to Allah's will, no matter what difficulty they are facing. Prostrating before Allah serves as a reminder of human frailty and the importance of seeking help from the Creator. In doing so, salah promotes emotional and spiritual humility, allowing individuals to accept their situation and trust that Allah has a plan for them. A person going through a divorce might find solace in the act of sujood, humbling themselves before Allah, seeking comfort and trusting that Allah's plan will guide them through the pain. 7. Building resilience and hope for the future. Salah plays a key role in building emotional resilience. Through consistent prayer, a person develops the strength to withstand difficulties, knowing that Allah is always with them. Salah reinforces the belief that no matter how difficult the present may be, there is always hope for a brighter future. This connection to Allah gives Muslims the emotional resilience to keep going, even when the road seems tough. Moreover, prayer during difficult times reminds Muslims that their trials are not permanent. Allah's mercy is infinite, and after hardship comes ease. This hope for a better future, reinforced by salah, encourages believers to continue striving, trusting that things will improve in time. A person facing the death of a loved one might find their resilience tested, but through salah, they find hope that Allah's mercy will grant them peace and eventually lead them to a better, healed state. Common mistakes and how to improve salah. Salah prayer is the cornerstone of a Muslim's connection with Allah, but like any act of worship, it requires focus, sincerity, and consistency. Many Muslims may unintentionally make mistakes in their prayers, whether due to distractions, lack of understanding, or not observing the proper etiquette. Identifying these mistakes and learning how to correct them is crucial for improving the quality of salah and gaining its full spiritual benefits. 1. Lack of khushu, concentration in prayer, mistake. One of the most common mistakes in salah is the lack of khushu, which refers to concentration and humility during the prayer. Many people find themselves distracted by their thoughts, worries, or surroundings during salah. This reduces the spiritual impact of the prayer. How to improve? Focus on the meaning. Understanding the meanings of the Quranic verses recited in salah can enhance concentration. Reflecting on the significance of the words helps keep the mind focused. Eliminate distractions before praying. Ensure you are in a quiet, peaceful environment. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and try to minimize other distractions. Slow down the movements. Rushing through the prayer can prevent you from focusing. Take your time during the recitations and movements. Each position, from standing qiyam to prostration sujud, should be performed with full attention and mindfulness. 2. Not observing the proper wudu, ablution, mistake. Salah is invalid without proper wudu, ablution, yet many people make mistakes in their wudu or skip important steps. Common errors include missing parts of the washing process or rushing through it without paying attention. How to improve? Learn the correct wudu procedure. Take time to learn the proper steps of wudu and perform it slowly and carefully. Make sure each part is thoroughly cleaned. Ensure cleanliness. Ensure your clothes and body are clean, as impurities, najasa, invalidate salah. Double check before starting salah. Check if your wudu is valid. If unsure, perform it again to ensure it is done correctly. 3. Incomplete or incorrect postures, ruku and sujud, mistake. Another common mistake is not performing the proper postures during salah, particularly the bowing ruku and prostration sujud. Incomplete ruku, not bending the back enough, or sujud, not going down fully, can lead to invalid prayers. How to improve? Understand the correct posture. Learn and visualize the proper postures of ruku and sujud. In ruku, the back should be straight, and in sujud, the forehead and nose should touch the ground. Focus on the physical aspect. Ensure that your body is aligned, and each position is held for a moment before moving to the next. Pay attention to your movements and avoid rushing. Practice consistency. Regularly practice the correct postures to make them natural during prayer. 4. Skipping or rushing through dhikr remembrance, mistake. Some Muslims may rush through the important dhikr remembrance phrases in salah, such as saying Subhana Rabbiyul Azim, glory is to my Lord, the most great, or Subhana Rabbiyul Allah, glory is to my Lord, the most high. Rushing or skipping these phrases can affect the sincerity of the prayer. How to improve? Understand the meaning. Recognize the significance of the dhikr phrases. Reflecting on their meaning makes it easier to pronounce them with sincerity. Slow down. Avoid rushing through the dhikr. Take your time in reciting them to ensure you feel connected to the words. Repeat with humility. Remember that dhikr is not just a physical act, but a spiritual connection. Say the phrases slowly and reflect on their meaning as you recite them. 5. Missing or improperly performing sunnah prayers, mistake. Many Muslims neglect the sunnah prayers, non-obligatory prayers, or don't perform them properly. These prayers, such as the sunnah before and after fard prayers, are highly encouraged and can enhance the overall quality of salah. How to improve? Make sunnah prayers a priority. Even if time is tight, try to consistently perform the sunnah prayers as they help to perfect the fard prayers. Learn the number of sunnah prayers. Be aware of the sunnah prayers associated with each fard prayer. For example, there are 2 sunnah prayers before fajr and 4 before dhuhr. Gradually build consistency. If you're not accustomed to performing sunnah prayers, start with the ones that come before or after the obligatory prayers and gradually increase your practice. 6. Not praying on time. Mistake. Delaying Salah or missing it entirely due to neglecting its timing is another common mistake. Salah should be performed at its prescribed time, and delaying it affects the spiritual benefits of the prayer. How to improve: create a schedule, set specific times for each prayer, and try to pray as soon as the time for each Salah begins. Utilize reminders or alarms on your phone if necessary. Be aware of prayer times. Familiarize yourself with the prayer times for your location, as they vary throughout the year. Pray as soon as possible. If you find yourself busy, make a habit of praying as soon as the time enters, rather than delaying it unnecessarily. 7. Improper clothing or lack of modesty. Mistake. Wearing inappropriate clothing, such as clothes that do not cover the aura, parts of the body that should be covered in public, can make Salah invalid. How to improve: ensure proper clothing. Make sure your clothing covers the aura as required in Islam. For men, this typically means covering from the navel to the knees, and for women, covering the entire body except the face and hands. Check for cleanliness. Ensure that your clothes are clean and free from impurities before performing Salah. 8. Not focusing on the meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha. Mistake. Surah Al-Fatiha is recited in every rak'ah of Salah, yet many people may recite it without fully understanding its meaning, which can lead to a lack of connection during prayer. How to improve: learn the meaning of Al-Fatiha. Take time to understand the meanings behind the words of Surah Al-Fatiha. Reflect on its powerful message as you recite it. Recite slowly and reflectively. Avoid rushing through this surah. Say it slowly and contemplate its meaning as you pray, asking Allah for guidance and mercy.